part now, it's private property.
Right, okay.
Off you go.
I will leave, just keep away.
Off you go. Off you go. Keep your dog away from my legs, please. Off you go, please don't fall over.
Watch he doesn't piss on your boots.
Go. Well, if he does,
Yeah?
he'll be getting launched across the pavement, won't he?
You've just threatened to kick me dog.
No, off the property.
You've just threatened to kick me dog. It's public property.
Welcome to UK Audit Network, where misconduct is exposed, police and legal encounters are examined, rights are defended, and accountability is demanded. This episode is brought to you by Matt 12128. Make sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Matt is calmly filming the design of a police station when two hostile officers storm over and immediately demand his personal details, treating a completely lawful activity as if it were criminal. Matt refuses to submit and firmly asserts his rights. Instead of respecting the law, one officer spirals out of control, detaining him, searching through his phone, and even going so far as to make a disturbing threat against Matt's dog, openly promoting animal cruelty.
What's your surname?
Well, do I have to give it?
Yes, you do.
I don't. Why are you lying?
I'm not lying.
You are lying.
Why?
He's lying. He's lying to me, saying that I have to give him my
What's
details.
the issue with you giving us your details? I don't understand why.
Because he's just lied to me about it.
I'm not lying to you at all.
You've just lied to and said I have to give you my details.
I'm asking you
I
for your name.
don't.
Right.
Under what law do I have to give you my details?
Well, what you do have to do...
Can you keep your distance? You've got no mask on. Keep your distance.
What I'm going to do to you... No. I'm going to take your phone
I'm
and I'm going to go through your phone.
Right, I'm just.
Right.
Can I just say, I'm
No,
just
I'm
doing a
gonna
documentary. I'll explain.
Right.
I'm just doing a documentary on police abusing Section 43.
Section 43.
Yeah,
Which is what?
Terrorism Act.
You're going to fall over.
Right, can you just tell me what you're doing? What
Right.
section you're doing, etc.
Right. Because of the current threat situation with terrorism, alright?
Terrorist. Right, yeah. Well, this is what I'm doing a documentary on. Yeah.
Right. You're here taking photographs of sites of interest, alright?
Yeah.
You refuse to give me your details, so I want to see what photographs you're taking, alright? And I've got the right to look at your phone.
From the very start, the officer is dishonest. He tells Matt that he is legally required to provide his details, relying on intimidation and pressure to get compliance. But Matt knows the law, and when he asks for the legal basis, the officer can't give one. The reality is straightforward. The only power that compels name and address in public is Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, and that applies solely to antisocial behavior, not filming. Rather than admitting his error, the officer doubles down, falsely claiming that refusing details gives him the authority to examine Matt's phone and photos. That claim is outrageous. Accessing a phone requires a warrant or very specific terrorism powers. There is no legal authority allowing officers to browse private images simply because someone refuses to identify themselves.
Okay. I'm going to ask you now. To
If you detain me, you have under Section 43.
Right. I'm telling you now, I'm going to look at your phone. Now, how we do it is entirely up to you. I don't start getting hands on me and putting you on the floor. What I am going to do, I'm going to start looking at your
You're going to
phone.
put me on the floor.
Yeah.
There'd be a lawsuit against that. You know that, don't
Fine.
you?
That's-
Because what you're
that's-
doing now is unlawful.
No, it's
I've
not.
done nothing wrong.
Right, I'm asking you now if I can have a look
Right.
at your phone.
No, you'll have to detain me. Right.
Hey, tell us what you're doing. Am I just going to take your word for it? Do terrorists say I'm here to plant a bomb, or do they say I'm
It's a
taking
bit
pictures?
extreme,
No,
isn't
it's
it?
not.
Do I
If you're
look
doing
like
it,
a terrorist?
I don't know. What does a terrorist look like? Can you describe a terrorist to me?
Common sense.
No, you need some common sense, don't you? You're absolute
What do you
wasting
mean?
everybody's time, aren't you? I didn't find anything.
What were you expecting to find?
Items relating to terrorism.
And you didn't find anything?
No, I didn't.
No.
That's right.
What's your call number?
It's 3816.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you my name.
You need to tell me your name.
No, not under the Terrorism Act, I don't have to.
Am I still being detained under the Terrorism Act?
No, you're not.
Right, therefore, I would like your name.
Well, I'm telling you, you're not having it.
I would like your name, please.
I'm telling you, you're not having it.
Matt makes his position clear. If the officer wants access to his phone, then he'll have to detain him. Instead of realizing how unreasonable that would be, the officer does exactly that, using Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Deploying counter-terrorism powers against a man openly filming in public while walking his dog isn't policing. It's desperation. When Matt asks whether he looks like a terrorist, the officer responds with a sarcastic but serious remark. What does a terrorist look like? That isn't a legal justification. Matt was in plain clothes, filming openly, speaking calmly, and walking his dog. None of that comes remotely close to the reasonable suspicion required for terrorism powers. Even after the search concludes, The arrogance continues. Matt asks for the officer's name and is refused, with the officer hiding behind terrorism legislation until forced to comply. Once the detention ended, Pace Code C required him to identify himself.
I'm not being detained under the Terrorism Act, therefore I would like your name, please.
My collar number is 3816.
Right, I have not been detained for terrorism. Can you explain to him?
His name.
He does.
Provide you his collar number, which he's done. Doesn't need to provide his name.
He does. What's your collar number?
Over it, Matt, but you're not getting my name. You've got my contact details. You've got my collar number. You know where I
It's
work.
your policy to give me your name.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
My policy is to give you my
Collar number and
collar
name.
number. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
it is. You're going to get retrained then, aren't you?
That's fine with me, don't worry.
You're going to get retrained on searching people lawfully as well.
What, section 43 of the Terrorism Act?
Yeah, because
No, I'm
it's
not
abused. No, not
Yeah, well, I
not
am
when you've got no reason. Not
I am.
because I took a picture of the Porsche Panamera.
No, you
On
went
the
to
police
film
station.
the police station, you filmed Cumbrian police station, you filmed Kendal police station, you go into large pharmaceutical sites of interest, all to get a reaction. That's
Right,
what
is
you're
that
doing, that's
what
how
it
you're
is?
spending your time. That's entirely up to you, how you decide to waste your time.
I'm not wasting my
I've
time.
now done my
you're,
job,
You're
okay?
the one that's wasting
I've
your
searched,
time. Yeah, and you've done it incorrectly.
I don't think I have.
Oh, you have. Well, there's a law and you need to uphold it. You should leave your ego in the bedside drawer when you come out to work, mate.
When Matt highlights how frequently Section 43 is misused, the officer flips the blame, accusing him of deliberately filming police stations and sensitive locations just to provoke reactions. In other words, the officer openly admits he understands exactly what Matt is doing. Auditing. That's not terrorism, not criminal, and not suspicious. It's lawful filming intended to test police conduct. And here's the most revealing part. If the officer truly believed Matt was only there to provoke a response, why did he give him exactly what he wanted? Detaining him under terrorism legislation wasn't about public safety. It was about ego. By his own admission, the officer knew Matt's intentions and still escalated using one of the most serious stop-and-search powers available. That isn't safeguarding. It's walking straight into the audit and exposing yourself.
If you, look through my phone like you shouldn't have been doing. Did you see the pictures of my wife with her out?
No,
No.
no.
It makes me wonder why you wanted to search my phone when I've been doing
Well, I
what
can
I'm
under
doing.
Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, I'm allowed to look through any digital media.
If you've got reasonable grounds, mate, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
You didn't?
I have.
Right, we'll see about that, won't we?
Right.
I better tell you something, you won't do this again. You won't abuse Section 43 again. This will be the last time you do that. So that, there's no one round here, is there?
Yeah, anyone?
So I'd be likely to get into trouble if I swore.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be, you'd be getting retrained about that if you did that. Because there's no one about. You point to me, the nearest person that could hear me swear right now. Show me the nearest member of public.
It's really, really windy, so your voice could probably carry over to that fence, but I can't really see through the bush.
Right, well, there's no one actually behind the bush.
There could be children there, so.
Could be.
Yeah, there could be.
Right, what about if I whisper it to you?
You'd whisper what to me?
A swear word.
Why would you want to do that?
Just to prove to you that I can.
What does that prove?
Because you try to tell me that I can't do it, I'd get into trouble. When there's no one
What
around.
it proves. Why would you want to come on?
Proves that you're wrong.
Well, you won't be coming that close to me anyway to whisper it in my ear.
Well, your mate came that close to me without his mask on.
Well, if you start walking towards me like
I'm not
that,
going to start walking towards
No,
you.
I know you're not.
But if I did, go on.
I won't let you do it.
Alright.
If you start walking to me for absolutely no reason whatsoever, I won't allow it. So.
Alright. You're a real hero, you are, yeah, what a tough guy.
Not at all. Would you allow just someone randomly just to start walking up to you?
If you was going to say something to me, yeah. Is that a crime?
Did I say it
Is
was?
it? Right, well, shut up then.
No, you shut up.
Or else what?
Well, you're telling me to shut up.
So, I pay your wages, that's the difference.
I pay your benefits, so let's call it even.
I haven't got benefits though, mate.
We don't pay my wages,
I
do
probably
you?
make more in an hour than what you do in a week.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do. Right, well, you're doing very well for yourself.
I am, thank you very much. Yeah, don't tell me to shut up, by the way.
As soon as Matt starts dismantling his claims with actual law, the officer completely loses his composure. Instead of responding professionally, he resorts to childish behavior, repeating Matt's words back at him like a playground taunt. Shut up. That isn't authority. That's insecurity. But what truly crosses the line is what comes next. When Matt correctly points out that the public funds police wages, the officer sneers, "I pay your benefits." That wasn't accidental. It was a deliberate personal insult. The reality is simple. Under the Police Act 1996, policing is funded through taxation, meaning the public does pay police wages. Matt was factually correct. The officer's baseless assumption about benefits was irrelevant, offensive, and completely unprofessional.
Shut down, what's that, your brain cell?
Right, what I'm going to do, you can pick a form up from the police station anytime. Leave this car park now, it's private property.
Right, okay.
Off you go.
I will leave, just keep away.
Off you go. Off you go. Keep your dog away from my legs, please. Off you go, please don't fall over.
Watch he doesn't piss on your boots.
Go. Well, if it does,
Yeah?
we'll be getting launched across the pavement, won't it?
You've just threatened to kick me dog.
No, off the property.
You've just threatened to kick me dog. It's public property.
This is it, no.
It's public property. It's public property, muppet, and we pay for it.
You don't pay for it.
Yes, I do. Pay for your van, pay for your equipment, pay your wages.
I think you would need a job for that.
Right, and we're going to find out why you've threatened to kick me dog. You kick him, no, you would charge me, you would fine me. You wouldn't kick him. You'd kick him, would you? Right, you're going to be held accountable for that. You are going to be held accountable. Thank you very much, young lady. You've been very nice. And see you later, PC Muppet. PC Mug. Say hello to all your
You enjoy the rest of your day.
I will do.
You enjoy watching that video by yourself later.
There'll be about 10,000 people watching it.
With you by yourself.
No, you guys can have a look and you can read the comments. See you later. Thank you very much, love. See you later, Muppet.
Encounter ends with the officer at his absolute lowest. After Matt makes a light remark about his brain cell, the officer snaps and orders him off the police car park, falsely claiming it's private land despite it being clearly open to the public. That lie wasn't about property rights. It was retaliation for being challenged. And just when it seems it can't get worse, the officer delivers one of the most disgraceful remarks heard in an audit. He threatens to launch Matt's dog across the pavement if it urinates on his boots. A uniformed officer, on duty, in public, threatening violence against an animal. It's as vile as it gets, and it perfectly exposes his true conduct. The warning signs were there from the beginning. From the moment he arrived, the officer attempted to bluff powers he didn't have, unlawfully demanding details and insisting he could search Matt's phone. These weren't accidental misstatements. They were deliberate attempts to intimidate someone who knew his rights. When that failed, he escalated, weaponizing the Terrorism Act to detain him. That abuse of Section 43 is where the entire encounter collapses. Matt was in plain clothes, filming openly, walking his dog, calm and composed. There was nothing that remotely justified reasonable suspicion of terrorism. The officer's sarcastic "what does a terrorist look like?" only highlighted how empty his grounds were. This wasn't counter-terrorism policing. It was ego imploding in uniform. Even basic procedure was ignored. During the stop and search, the officer began completing the required record but then refused to hand it over, telling Matt to collect it later from the station. That directly violates PACE Code A, which requires the documentation to be provided at the time. It was a deliberate attempt to avoid accountability. And that's the real takeaway. Every stage of this encounter, the lies about legal powers, the misuse of Section 43, the refusal to provide paperwork, the sarcasm, the personal insults, and finally the disgusting threat against Matt's dog reveal an officer completely unfit for the authority he holds. This wasn't policing. It was anger and ego spilling out behind a badge. Matt didn't need to expose him. The officer exposed himself, and in doing so, embarrassed the very force he represents.